Hey guys, I'm here. Welcome back for episode 8 of season 3 of The Legend of Vox Machina. Last episode left me absolutely destroyed, dude. Oh my lord. Just going through all of the different emotions after that. By the time I finished editing this, it was like 7 a.m. in the morning already, and I had a dentist appointment in an hour. So I had a half day off from work for that. So went to that, came home, took a nap. You know, I didn't get out of bed until 2 p.m. to go into work to finish up the second half of my shift. So I got to at least create some distance, man. But like afterwards, I had to go. I went and I just hugged my cat Percy. He's named after this character, for Christ's sake, man. And I was just like devastated, staying off of social media and stuff like that, because I know other people are able to just kind of plow through this stuff, so I'm sure that was going to be a landmine of spoilers doing that, but I did have to log in for a couple of obligatory things for like some posts for the channel and stuff. I did interact like with one of Matt Mercer's posts about episode 7 specifically, so there was that, but like any time that I had on there, it was minor. I was in, I was out. All the same though, as much distance as I needed from this, and I was also itching to see what happens next, because how could you not? The way they played that off, it definitely felt like a permadeath situation, like especially with the music cue at the end, just really hammering that home. And again, I know this is a tabletop. I know this is how that started off, but like when you're looking at this as and it's being presented in this way as like this like long form narrative, man, it's just like we can't get a get out of death free card twice, can we? I want to be in denial, but like I feel like that was a goodbye, especially with the way they were building up everything between him and Ripley and his legacy and all of this, his character growth. I would love for there to be some kind of bright light at the end of the tunnel, and maybe it'll be as simply as getting his soul free from Orthax, who we saw he not only did he die, but his soul was taken by one of Orthax's guns, one of Ripley's guns. So his soul doesn't even get to rest. That at least needs to be resolved. Like I said in the end of my discussion in the last video, if anything, if we can't get him back, I hope the party is able to at least put his soul to rest. He at least deserves that. You know, if it's not living peace, he at least needs peace in the after. But let's stop avoiding the situation, stop procrastinating, and get into this episode. If you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon, or for becoming a member of the channel, get you access as well. It is a watch-along format, so you will need your own footage to sync up the time codes for actually the entire episode. Over there, get the same thing for all the other shows and movies that we cover on the channel. You also get to suggest and vote what movies to react to each month. It's just a great way to support the channel, help us do the things that we do over here. But at the end of the day, I really appreciate it. Enjoy this reaction. Please leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. Then I'll send it away. Let's go ahead and hop into episode 8. Siege and Silence. What are you?
Okay, doors open.
Is this a? Yeah, it's a flashback.
Prisoners is the mark. I told you, cult leader, big payoff if we bust him out.
I was gonna say, like a big indicator was Grog being clean shaven, and then everybody in their season 1 suit.
I beg your pardon. Other cells are empty. This must be our asshole.
Oh.
If you're looking for the raving mystic, you missed him by 2 days. Seems confinement didn't agree with his constitution.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Damn it. Guess we can kiss that reward goodbye.
Maybe not. You don't seem like you belong in a place like this.
Funny. You do.
We're a bit short on funds, and you talk like you come from money. If we break you out, how much would it be worth?
A small fortune, I dare say. If I weren't flat broke at the moment.
Oof. Immediately stops picking the lock.
Why bother lying? You learn soon enough I've not a silver to my name. In fact, I'm totally alone in the world. Perhaps you can relate. It turns out when you hit rock bottom, the truth is your only bargaining chip. Admitting you need help, it changes people's hearts.
You're shit at negotiating, you know that, right? But you are brutally honest.
You might need that sort of honesty someday.
Very well. Let's see where the truth takes us. What's your name, anyways?
shit, dude. Okay.
The people of Whitestone are no strangers to loss, and yet the sorrow of this tragedy is somehow crueler than the rest, as our cherished brother, friend, and noble son has been stolen from us anew. Like his family, Percival de Rolo was a man of deep devotion to his home and loyalty to its people. His heart found meaning in our history, but his mind illuminated our future. When we kneeled broken, Percy stood tall, reminding us that hope is a flame worth fostering. And though today we say goodbye, the Dawnfather will keep his eternal spark alive in all of us. In his name we pray. Deliver the light where darkness dwells.
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 Wow.
Where's Percy?
There's a reason I've been pressing you about this. I'm in love with you.
Clasping the arrowhead he made.
Sister.
I couldn't say it. I wasn't strong enough.
You're the strongest person I know.
I was worried how he'd react, how you'd react. I closed off my heart when I should have opened it. My love ruins everything it touches. The idea of feeling that strongly again terrified me. And now, Percy never knew.
Of course
Oh, he
did.
knew. He
He
knew.
may have been an aloof, indignant asshole, but Percy was sharper than I. And every time you gazed at him, I knew
You did.
you'd be a fool to miss it.
I mean,
That man was no fool.
they all heard it.
Even so, what
Oh,
was
god damn it, dude.
unsaid? How can I live with that? How can anyone?
Dude, wake up. Thank you. Please.
Hey,
Hey,
I'm sorry for running away from us.
come inside.
The future has frightened me for so long, but it's a future which hasn't yet been written, and I'm starting to think fate is what you make it.
It's okay to be scared,
Dun, dun,
but
dun,
we can
dun,
face
dun.
anything if we're together.
I don't want to be alone tonight, do you?
I haven't wanted to be alone most nights.
God damn it, man. Dude, thank God I didn't watch this like right after. If I'm like reacting like this right now.
It's not your fault, Scanlan. I could have stopped you from leaving.
Why didn't you?
When all options are terrible, you go with your heart.
And what happens if that fails too?
Oh. No. Oh. Oh, whoa. What the? Okay, that was unnecessary. Or was that in his head? But that, again, reaffirms my fear that...
There's still a way, you know.
The hell do you want?
What the fuck?
To offer condolences and plan our next move against Thordak.
Our deal is off, remember?
Unless you want Tal'Dorei to perish as your friend did, I suggest we rekindle it.
I hadn't planned on burdening you with this, but it's time you knew the truth about your family and Thordak.
Oh. Well,
Vex, we need to talk.
there we go.
What's all this?
I'm useless to you all right now. I need to clear my head. Trinket and I will camp.
Vex'ahlia, the pain you're in. It's not the first time you and I have felt it.
Oh, the tales of destruction Thordak tells, boasting of the cities he's burned. Port Calavan, Gremadash,
Was it?
Byroden. Yes, your hometown, if memory serves.
Oh.
Mother.
Your fate has been tethered to the Cinder King since you were a child. It's time you stop ignoring it. Thordak
Wow.
is your destiny.
Well, I got what I was talking about, or got what I was asking for.
And losing Percy might very well do the same if we allow it.
What are you saying?
We may be able to avenge both of them.
A dozen juvenile dragons wiped out Whitestone, and according to Raishan, Thordak's nest will hatch soon. If they do,
We're fucked in every single hole.
it would be bad. Yes.
That is one way to
Nobody
put it.
trusts her less than me. We didn't listen to her last time, and it got Percy killed.
Unless you have some army hidden away, what would be different?
What
Well,
if
he's
we
got an
did
army.
have an army?
He's got a horde even.
Everywhere we've been, we made friends.
Yeah,
Oh,
and enemies.
there is that
Yeah,
too.
Sure, but if Thordak wins, friends, enemies, they all suffer. This is bigger than Whitestone. Even Tal'Dorei.
Wow, Grog.
He's right. Maybe I could convince the Ashari to help.
We could ask Zara and Cash and Vasselheim.
And Earthbreaker Groom. That guy's a beast.
A
Dude, if he
compelling
comes
idea,
around, that'd be
But you're
awesome.
talking about a handful of scattered fighters. I doubt it would be enough.
How about
There's
a
the-
1,000 Singorn soldiers?
Oh,
That would certainly make a difference.
Then what are we waiting for?
are we gonna go say hi to Daddy? Oh. Whoa, what is this? Yo. Yo. We're bringing them back? Hell yeah.
All right, come on. Let's haul him back for the reward.
And how much will the take pay you for him? 100 gold? 50? What if you upgrade it to something a bit scalier?
Are you talking dragons? No. Last time we got involved with you lot, we nearly got killed.
Come on.
That's kind of your
Don't
own
you want a
fault,
shot
though.
of redemption?
To be
Or
fair.
at least a much bigger bounty?
But near death and certain death are quite different. Sorry, me and Z, package deal. Speaking of, where's your sister?
What's up, fuckface?
So, you've done it. Acquire the Fenthris bow. I suppose you've come to receive my praise.
Lovely seeing you too, Father. But no, I want you to admit the truth. The dragon killed Mother. I spent years thinking her death was my fault. That somehow we were the reason you sent her to Byroden. And if we hadn't been born, she might still be alive. And you know why I believed that? Because you did too. You blamed us for her death.
Nonsense! I never said any such thing.
You turned your back on your children. In our moment of need, you shut us out. Left us to fend for ourselves in a world that consumes love and hope. The only advice you ever gave was to guard our hearts, to let no one in. You taught me my love was poison. I learned the lesson so well. I kept the one decent man who shared his heart at arm's length until it was too late. And now I would give anything to hold him, to tell him how I feel, to not be the callous fool you made me. But everyone's pain is their own, and he's gone.
Vex'ahlia, I'm sorry.
This is my only
Wow.
bargaining chip, Father. The truth. If you've any love left for me, or for Mother.
Oh, tying that
then
back
march
to how they
your
met
mum
Percy
and prove
to
it. And if not for us,
his words.
think of those who will occupy this world when you are gone. If anything is left.
Dude, please, Nat 20. That fucking charisma check. God, we need that persuasion to come off.
Cash and Zara declined our invitation.
What, really?
Will this be enough?
Fucking serious?
I'm here. No matter what
I mean,
happens,
I mean, it's in character, I guess, but fuck them.
Not my fate, not yours.
Ours.
Wait. Oh. Oh.
What are you doing?
Oh, sometimes singing calms my nerves.
This is Kaylee's song.
Your lyrics are beautiful, Scanlan. Did you show her?
No, and I won't. I tried being a father and a part of this team, and I failed at both things.
Maybe there's a solution.
Yeah, there is. No more distractions.
Guys, you gotta see this.
The Horde or Singorn? Singorn. Wow, man, we really are gearing up.
Shit. She did it.
Her and her fucking broom, man.
Your Singorn army, Groon's warriors, as well as the Whitestone Pale Guard, will march through the city gates, engaging Thordak's spawn.
With fire tamers and air Ashari in front to shield against flame attacks. Allura and I will also lend our magic.
And while the ground forces engage Thordak's offspring, Vox Machina will use the distraction to reach his lair.
How will you get inside?
We'll approach from the air.
That won't work. His children guard it now.
And who might you be?
An informant. Her name is Larkin. Codename, that is.
Nice.
There is an unprotected back entrance to Thordak's lair. A tunnel by the cliffs too small for a dragon.
So, we take up the small ones while you use your vestiges on Thordak.
Plus the plate, if I can get it to work.
It's
fucking better.
A sound plan, Lady Vex'ahlia.
But will it work?
No.
It has to.
Man, I hope this isn't a Day of Black Sun situation. That would crush me.
It's an honor to have you on our side.
The Stormlord is by your side. That's all you need.
Let's go. The thunder.
You ready, sister?
For Percy. For Mother.
For Exandria! For Exandria!
Shit, down!
Well, no getting in that way.
Smoke but no fire. How's that work?
And no resistance. You'd think they'd notice us by now. Or at least notice me.
Do Raishan lure them into a trap?
Thankfully, we still have Raishan's entrance.
And
Do
if it isn't
you?
there, I see it. Land there.
Can't see a thing. Hold!
There's all the dragons.
Wormlings! Mages to the front!
Thordak's gonna come in behind them, isn't he? Or
do you feel that?
Or is he underground? The fuck is going on?
No. She sold us out. It's sealed?
Still hot. Thordak must have melted it shut less than an hour ago.
Grog, can you punch through this?
It won't be quiet. Damn, I'm stronger than I thought.
That's not you, buddy.
That's you, big guy.
I told you we couldn't trust her.
And that means...
Father.
Wow. Wow.
He left his lair.
Whoa. What the fuck, man?
What have I done?
Oh, fuck off. God damn it, dude. Is it that Raishan did betray us? Did sell us out? I mean, if that was the case, like, why would his back lair entrance thing that she told us about being plugged up that recently. I mean, I guess she could have, once they did rally all these troops together, could have relayed that information back to him as they were coming in. But like, maybe there's something else at play. Obviously, our knee-jerk thing is to blame Rashawn, which, I mean, to be fair, makes sense given the state of what just happened. But man, though, that was such a heavy episode. Like, we started off with a flashback to see how the team actually first met Percy, how they first came across him, and the impression that he made. You know, he was honest, he was truthful. Like he said, that is really, at the end of the day, anybody's real bargaining chip. When they have nothing, all they have left is the truth. And I liked how that line came back around for Vex'ahlia when she confronted her father about what happened with their mother, the village where they got burned down. As we learn now, the dragon that did that was Thordak, bringing that full circle into this. And I was talking about that just last episode, that I'm surprised we haven't gotten more of their backstory, given how dragon-centric their backstory is and how all of this has been. The focus on taking down the Enclave, this onslaught of dragons. And I was like, is it going to be just some random dragon? They haven't acknowledged it having been any of the dragons we've come face-to-face with so far. And they didn't seemingly know it was Thordak. So I just assumed it was just a dragon. And that fear or that trauma just connects to Thordak through that, because he too is a dragon. Not that he was the dragon, but we learned that thanks to the information from Rashawn, that he's the one that did that, and that all this is still playing out because of that. This person that has been the bane of their existence since their mother's death has continued to be so to this day, to motivate them to not run and keep pressing forward even through their grief. Vex was about to go off on her own, be like, hey, I'm just a distraction right now. My head's not in the game. I can't cope. I can't deal with this right now. I am just a liability. That truth grounded her enough to press on, to push past that. Hell, to approach her father and really confront a lot of what made her who she is. How he treated them, how his own pain led to just more pain. The distancing that he put between himself and her was his own way of just kind of like, you know, dealing with the loss of his love. As he said, he moved on over time, but still the part of him that cared blames them for taking her away from him, at least in some way. And that realization in the end from Vex, and that confrontation in the end too, and then using Percy's own words back around, is like, hey, we're here. This is the point we're at. All we can do right now is just admit the truth. I know it. You know it. Just put it out on the table. I don't give a shit about any of this other stuff. There are bigger things in this world, and I'm not going to let the things you taught me, the things you conditioned me to do in my life to cope, to just make it through day and day, closing myself off because you taught me that my love is poison, and I lost the one person that I ever cared for because I was too afraid to let them in. I am done letting you dominate that part of my life anymore. I'm done letting that hold me back. You know, hey, she made it through and his army showed up, but seemingly that was part of the plan. If there were any forces in Tal'Dorei left to, I mean, even stand a chance at fighting back against Thordak and his hordes, they pretty much provoked them. Rashawn provoked them to unite all these people into one spot so Thordak could take them all out. If Rashawn is to blame for this, you know, the fact that they came in and preyed upon their loss to spurn them forward into, you know, going down this road, because that could be weaponized. As hell, even Keyleth said, hey, we ignored her before and we lost Percy. Maybe this time we shouldn't, and this is the time they probably should have. Which, hell, maybe we would be in this position if we didn't scorn her before, but lo and behold, you know, when push came to shove, she did sell us out, which I think no matter how things went, I think that's a good indicator, at least to me. If she did manage to ally with them and take out Thordak, she probably would have taken them out in their weakened state. If this is how their alliances are repaid, she is the deceiver, right? So why not? We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Maybe there's some other explanation as for that, but that's kind of where we're at. Anyway, I got way off on a tangent, but we opened with how they met Percy and how they said goodbye to Percy. That's how the episode opened, was with the beginning of his story with the group and the end of his story with the group. And then all of Whitestone mourning his loss, getting this beautiful funeral, and just the way that that has impacted the group and Vex, and then that in turn, Vax. As I was hoping in the last episode, we talked about that for a little bit while I was still coherent, was just that I hope that this, of all things, motivates him to stop worrying about what's around the corner, because that is never guaranteed, and start thinking in the moment. And he did. He went and spent the night with Keyleth, finally. And they shared a bed together that night. Yes, they did. But, of course, as he did this, he was haunted that very same night by dreams of the matron, the thread connecting the two, and his eventual, what I assume, fate, and that is him decayed, dead, you know, because that's where all things are going to lead. You know, eventually he will die, you know, as a result of the bargain that he made. And it's just that little bit of fear, as much as he was pushing it back to the back of his mind. I don't know if that was actually a visitation by the matron. From what we've seen, that's not how she rolls, at least for the most part. I think these are just flashes, visions of his own fears, his own eventualities in some kind of way, because, you know, she's never done like the creepy, creakly, crackly, possessed fucking specter thing. Like, she's shown up like in the distance, observing in shadows and feathers, but she's never done like the creepy crawly contortionist thing, let alone all that, though he did get constant flickers of this zombie version of himself. But anyway, just to say, the moment he does kind of knock past that barrier he's created, that these things start to kind of drudge up again just a little bit. Not enough to hold him back, though. Not enough to scare him off, thankfully, because we got a couple of nice little moments between them throughout the episode. You know, that moment between Vex and Vax in the crypt was just beautiful. And just the kind of dominoes that fell after that. And then Scanlan making it back to the group to find this, the guilt that he's carrying around with that, and then him be like, hey, you know, maybe I can't fix things with Kaylee. Maybe I just need to stop, because, you know, the more I keep pursuing it, the more I'm not here for the team. I can't be in two places at once. There's crazier things at play at this point, and he's just giving up. And then Pike singing Kaylee's song, seeing him having left that song that he wrote on Percy's grave, and she took it and she started singing it. That was just a beautiful, beautiful little moment. I liked seeing all these familiar faces come back, even if not all of them got involved. Thankfully, I mean, hell, Cash, good job. You guys made the right call there in the end. Otherwise, you'd be right here with everybody else getting just thrashed by Thordak. But I don't really have too much else to talk about. But we buried Percy. There's not like, oh, we didn't take him to a shrine. We didn't try a resurrection ritual. I think we've said goodbye. So there's that. But anyway, we got Thordak to deal with. The world moves on, and so must we. Persevere, carry his memory on, and the lessons that he taught us, and carry those into the future. I don't know. I like that, the way that Vex called out to her father as well. I was like, what kind of lessons are we leaving for this world if we let it burn and the only people that are left are this is what they carry on. We got to think about, what are we leaving behind? You know, is this what he wants to leave behind for his daughter here? No matter the relationship that he has with Vex, what does he want to leave behind for her? What future does he want her to inherit? You know, I like that. Anyway, that said, I'm going to pass it off to you. Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If you did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. Remember, if you want to see the full length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, get you access as well. And speaking of, before we go, I want to shout out our channel legends. Manny Sher, York, Korskov, Robert Onguianu, Jeffrey L, Jake Contrell, Eric Official, Casey Wood, Russell Crockett, and Sam Oyer. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. But that's it for this video, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.